Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and it's time for another AdoramaPix rapid fire critique. And before we get into that, I want to let you know that you can submit your photos to me, but a lot of people have been sending in links to photo streams. What I need you to do is pick your 10 best images, put them into a set, so that is what you're sending me a link to, just a set of images, because I can't go through a photo stream and pick them for you. That's part of doing this critique, is you pick your 10 best. Also, don't forget, I am giving away a Nikon D600 or a Canon 6D, as well as 22 beginner guides. 22 beginner guides are going to go by the end of October 31st. The contest to enter to win the D600 or 6D is going to end on October 31st as well. You just need to be on the email list or purchase the FroKnowsPhoto beginner guide, and you can get an entry to win one of those cameras. So let's look at these picture sets. So this is an interesting set. I've been through it once before, and it's a photo story. I always say that. I love seeing 10 images that work together, because it works really well, and that's what I like doing when I do photos. Is it's not just one photo to tell everything. It's a set of images that together has more emotion than just one single image, because you can get a lot from a story. And so that's what we're going to do here. So let's look at what it's shot with. We've got an EOS 450D. Is that a T2i or is that a T2? I mean, I don't even know, because the camera's change so often, but you can see it was taken with a 17 to 50. I'm going to assume that's either a Sigma or a Tamron, and it's a 2.8. So this is cool. Let's just start right here. We've got, so she's pregnant, and it says surviving the heat. Who's it by? It's by N01 Bossman. So this is from the Philippines, I believe. I like the color here. I like the feel. She's waiting. She's pregnant. She's waiting for the baby, and you know, she's trying to survive the heat. You could see that the blinds are closed, so the sun isn't coming in, but there's just enough light on her face. The color is nice. The color does look good, and I don't know that a black and white would work the best, and I don't know that putting fill light in the face and all that would work the best. I think it's a good start to the story. And you can tell I'm going backwards, because on Flickr, when you upload, it goes the wrong way, so I'm going backwards. I like this as well. So laying again, just waiting. Not as interesting as the first one, I think. I like this. I like the eyes. I like the contemplation. I like the restfulness of the hands. You've got the pillows, and you can see that she's pregnant. This is more like somebody's just laying there. It works, but it may not be that strong. But in the story, I think it helps. Let's move forward. Now, this is a telling image. Really nice. So we got what to expect the first year. So reading up on all the different things to prepare for. It's a really nice image. It's a nice image on its own, but as a part of this whole story, it's even better. So far, so good. I like the exposure on the face. Let's just see what we're shooting. Then we're still shooting with the same thing. We are shooting with the 450D, and we'll check the lens. Yawn, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's a 51.8 version 2, the Plastic Fantastic. And I will say this again, guys. You don't have to have really expensive lenses to have good lenses. A 51.8, tremendous. It's under 200 bucks. And I'll say this. I rather put high-end glass, better glass, on a low-end body than put low-end glass on the best body in the world. Any day of the week, I want to have good glass, no matter what body I'm on. Remember that. That's something to live by. So great picture. So now we have the birth. Very new birth. I mean, that's just like straight out of the womb. It's like straight out of Compton, except it's straight out of the womb. It's a snapshot. It's part of the story. 1 day old. Wow. Awesome. I see that down at the bottom. I mean, it's hard to take a 1 day old photo. I guess it's very nice. You know, it's lit very well. Maybe some window lighting could have been more interesting. But I don't know what to tell you 1 day old, whether the baby is still in the hospital or not. I would think so. I don't think you go home the same day, do you? I really don't know. I haven't been there yet. But it's still part of the story. It works. This is great. We've got, she's getting a pedicure. So the fact that she's getting a pedicure is leading me to the critique of this image. If I didn't know that, I would have said, oh, it's all right, you're cutting the feet off. But in this case, the focus is the pedicure. You would want to see the focus on the feet. So I think that is something that you would want to see in this shot. I like the light. I like the color. I like that it's coming from the side. But I would like to see the pedicure going on, because then I wouldn't need to read that it's a pedicure to know that it's a pedicure. Moving forward, tremendous, awesome image. I love the balance in this. I love the rule of thirds. I love the black and white. I like how she's looking over the gate and she is not engaging the camera at all. I don't think there's an image yet that I've seen in these where she's looking at the camera. But this is great. This is just, it works really well. Just, you know, what is going on in her mind? She has a newborn. What's she thinking? What's going on? Great choice in the black and white edit. Nice contrast. This is beautiful. Exhausted. Except this is great. The color is interesting. You can see that the color, this yellow haze or this yellow color tone is coming through the blinds. Coming through this, which is yellow. Would a black and white work? I don't know. Am I happy with the color? Yeah. I mean, this is great. You got the newborn there laying there. You've got the mother laying here back on the bed. It's a nice part of the story. We've gone from pregnant and waiting to now tired and exhausted and just everything going on here. And if you see what's going on here, I'm less critical in a photo story about technical aspects of it when the you know, I'm less critical on nitpicking because everything goes together, and I think I give more freedom to when there's like discrepancies in a photo story because I can see better from one image to the next that it's part of something. You know, like cutting the hands off here and cutting the top of the head, I think the composition could be much better. I'm not going to say that I'd give it a pass, but either, you know, a vertical, maybe come in a little tighter. Let's see, where's her other hand? See, that's good. It's close. You know, it's still a nice image. I'd like to... it's not as emotional as I would like. I think there could be a better way. Maybe further back. Do you know how the on the street one a couple ago was a wide angle? I think a low angle. Let's see what this was shot at, and I'll just give some feedback. Oh, now the 7D. Congratulations. Graduated to that. 50 millimeters. So this was with the 17 to 55. All right. So my feedback for this is with the 17 millimeter, if there is room, wide angle. Get to that 17, which acts as a 24 and a half. Actually, on this, it's probably about a 26 or 27 millimeter because it's multiplied by 1.6. But a wide angle, rule of thirds, low angle, black and white, showing the rest of the room with the kid there, I think would tell an amazing story. It's a little too tight because you don't get the rest of what's going on in the scene. Eyes closed. I like this. This has a nice feel, nice tone, nice color, nice interesting edit. So it works well. Moving forward, this is the last one. So it says creams and lotions. Cutting the feet. All right, so the composition is better here. I still think it could be a little on the too tight side, 29 millimeters. Yeah, I would have gotten this back to that 17 millimeter. Show more of the room. Show more of the toys and the things going on. Get down lower. Get on the same angle. It's a good shot. I like the window light coming in again. I maybe would make it a little brighter with a little more contrast, but... you know, I think that a little wider is going to tell a story. Now, I remember shooting everything really tight when I first started, and I thought that was the way to do it, but you miss out on a lot. When you shoot a room and you shoot where somebody's at, there's probably toys around. There's probably things on the wall that are going to help tell the story, not just focusing in on just the subject, but what else is going on in the scene. So getting a little closer, but shooting wider. Fill the frame with the wide angles. Dust. There's dust up here. I got to get rid of it. Shooting wide angles, but showing the rest of the scene, just like the one a couple ago. We'll go back to it as we're done here. Something like this shows a great scene. I like that. It's pulled back. If it was just tight and her just on the fence, it could be anywhere. But as a part of the photo story, this is really good. So I'm very happy with this... hey, they gave it a Friday Flickr photo critique for Adam. I like that. I like the story. It's very good. There's some really, really solid images here. I would like to see those wider shots. Wider, but with more detail going on. So nice job. If you'd like to submit your images, guys, you can submit your photos right here. Click Submit Your Photos. Send them in, but be sure to send a set of 10. Don't send it to your photo stream because I won't be able to go through and pick the 10 for you. I'd like when you pick your 10 because that's the best way to do it. Don't forget about the giveaway. If you're not on the email list, you can sign up right here and you can be entered for free to win a 6D or D600 if you are selected at random. And the beginner guide, the sale on it ends on October 31st, so it will no longer be $30 off. If you'd like to pick that up, you can click on this banner right here. So there you have it. Guys, thanks for watching. Jared, Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.